What's going on, man?
Brother Sinetta.
What's happening?
Man, what's good?
Shit. I mean, you playing the beat, man. You playing the beat, brother.
Yeah, man, I called you up while I'm doing a little beat construction. You know what I'm saying? While I prepare mentally for this battle I'm gonna engage in. I know I'm gonna have to do some kung fu, cause I know it's gonna be a crew.
Yeah, so why punish my ears with the instruments that you playing, man? Why punish me, brother? You know your beats are whack.
Yo, listen, I got love for you, but if you keep talking about my beats, man, I'm gonna have to spank you.
Alright, man, alright. But yeah, man, what I need you to do, brother, is you gotta get prepared for this up and coming joint that we're gonna have this round table with Sarah Sonsetti, Brother Sutek, Brother Seville. All the brothers wanna be in the house, man, you know, cause they wanna see you, Larry, get things. They saying now that you have become the bad boy of consciousness now, man.
No, that's Tahuti.
Tahuti the bad boy, right?
Tahuti said he the bad boy of consciousness. That's some joking, playing game stuff, man. I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what gets me, brother, is that nobody seems to get this stuff, man. When you talk about the word nigga, I was interviewing Seville this morning, and Seville talked about how the white man created the word as a derogatory, and he did it to demean us, but at the same token, he turned around and said, when I use the word nigga, I use it as a term of endearment, and I don't put no negative connotation to it. I got one word for the brother, confusion, man.
Confused. Yeah, a lot of our brothers, unfortunately, they fail to realize that this conversation that I'm trying to have is about them. It's not about the word nigga. It's about the idea of nigga, which they have somehow been tricked into attempting to manifest in their behavior, in their thought process, in the way that they regard themselves and each other, the way that they regard the white man. You know, Brother Sinetta, when you break an animal in the process of domestication, you break the spirit of the animal in order to make the animal bend to your will. Okay? As a dog lover and a dog owner, you are familiar with the fact that you could have an extremely ferocious dog try to bite everybody walking by, but look at you and start because you broke his spirit. You understand? Now, what I need brothers to understand is at some point during the process of that plantation conversion from the people who arrived here and the people who wound up being here, there was a breaking process. There was a process that set in wherein which some individuals broke and started whining and started cowering and started obeying.
So, let me ask you this, man.
Yeah.
When you hear the defensive argument of the word nigga, and when you hear our brothers say, well, you know, nigga, we've been using that, that's an ancient word of naga, then you got the niger, then you got, what do you say to that argument, brother?
Dudes, they look all over in order to confuse themselves, Brother Sinetta. They look in other cultures, in other ancient cultures that have absolutely nothing to do with our culture, our language, or our historical reality. let alone our current reality, right? And they attempt to take similar appearing words or similar sounding words. Remember, these words are in different languages. So they attempt to connect us to these words and thereby to those people. But those are just games. See, if you are afraid, right, you will attempt to rationalize your fear into something else. Now, you would suspect that in light of our recent history, that brothers who claim to be conscious would be conscious of the fact that we are in a struggle for survival and not in a struggle to prove the 12th clay tablet of the Gilgamesh epic or some nonsense like that. You understand? That's not relevant to our struggle. That's not going to stop these young kids from killing each other when they encounter each other. That's not going to improve our economics in our communities. It's not going to improve our social reality. It's not going to help us to know that the third king and the fourth reign of the fifth dynasty of the 6th century, that shit is irrelevant right now. We looking at some of the most severe economic depression on our people in memory. I'm talking about our people were actually doing better during the depression than they are right now as a whole, because we were more centered on ourselves then. The segregation was more intense, so we did business with ourselves and we tended to take care of ourselves. But when that scheme, when that economic scheme of integration by whites.
We're doing the Saturday, 1%, 3 to 25.
You hear me, brother Signutter?
Brother. Yes, sir. I'm
yeah, when the economic scheme was unleashed, the integration is what I'm talking about, right? That was designed to cripple black business growth because blacks started to gain economic power. And you know, when you gain economic power, then you can start creating paths for other power.
Now, hold on, brother. Hold on. I got to cut you off.
Go ahead.
It was yesterday that I was talking to you about economics, and you were telling me that word economic, that's a distraction. We don't.
No, that's not what I was telling you, brother.
What was you saying, brother?
That's not what I was telling you. What I was telling you was, if we are going to convene a conference or a conversation to resolve an issue, right? To bring in other issues is a distraction, because then you allow individuals to escape into the other issues in an attempt to avoid resolving the issue that we convened the conference to deal with in the first place. You understand? Watch and see what I tell you. If you give individuals a way out, they will run that way. That's why they put exit over doors, because some people in a panic, they can't see nothing but the wall. You understand? Well, our people have been in a sort of a panic for a long time, right? And they don't see the walls that's surrounding them. One of the manifestations of the wall is nigger. I mean, how old do you have to be before you realize that if a little girl is calling herself nigger and a grown man is calling himself nigger, something's wrong?
Oh man, you know what? I'm doing a powerful. But I want to tell you this, brother, is that I always tell you. And Seville asked me this today. He said, brother, if Barry coming and he ain't got no references, I mean, why should I listen to him? I want to hear somebody else saying. I'm like, wow, man. You see how you become just like the white man.
No. See,
tell you about you.
Yeah, but no, that's not what it is, brother Signutter.
And a brother that's from the hood, that's a brother that's been in the system, just like you in the system. A brother who spent years studying this shit. I can tell you all about you than Professor Larry.
But brother Signutter,
yes.
Remember, right? During the breaking process, right? You know, you got guys that run around talking about Willie Lynch, right?
Right.
You never hear me refer to the Willie Lynch letter, right?
No.
No, because that's like the Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? People produce things and then claim they was made in order to do things, but all that's nonsense, right? You understand that they regarded our ancestors as less than human. They treated them like animals. You understand? And when you break an animal, you break the will, the spirit. You understand? Now, some of our brothers, I mean, these are the words of Frederick Douglass. He saw this happen. He watched. You understand? He said that it is easier to raise strong children than to repair broken men. He realized that these dudes are broken. Their spirits are broken. They have learned how to somehow culturally manifest a culture of brokenness. They are not trying to resist. They are not trying to fight. They are not trying to liberate themselves. They are not trying to liberate their people. They running around talking nonsense, putting on crazy ass looking uniforms like they in some type of army, but they not throwing no stones. You understand? Not at the enemy.
I need 3 minutes from you. I want to interview you on the word nigga. I'll get everybody, man. I don't want to leave you out, man. I want everybody's take on it. You know? Yeah.
Yo, brother Sayonetta.
Yeah.
Who's that? True?
Professor, I'm standing here with the brother, the Truth right now. And the brother said, I am his nigga. And he says that never let the white man define what nigga means to you. What do you say about that, brother?
First of all, this isn't about what the white man defines, right?
This is what the white man defines.
This is about the reality that you see with your eyes that you try to deny.
This is about the reality that you see with your eyes that you try to deny. It don't mean nothing to us. He said it don't mean nothing to us, brother.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. It don't mean anything to us.
Right. Yeah, so, I got one word for you, brother. Confused. Yeah, man. But see, what it is, though, brother, that our brothers don't want to let this damn word go. Why is it so hard, though?
I keep telling you, Sayonetta, you gotta hold on to this idea, and you will understand. When you talk to these brothers, just see in your mind a plantation, and the only thing that they are being called from the age when they start walking until they were able to work, they didn't have a name. All they called them was nigga.
I'll tell you something, because sometimes the parents call their children niggas.
I'm trying to tell you that this thing is being passed from generation to generation from that plantation.
My mom even called me that before.
Huh?
My mom, I grew up with the house. People saying that all the time. Now, check this out. It wasn't so hard for me to accept it when I came amongst you and you started teaching about the word nigga. It was easy for me to understand, because I knew in my heart that you was right. And even though I still use the word not to the extent like them, you might hear it slip out. Like saying, maybe once in a blue moon, you might hear me say nigga, but then I correct it. See what I'm saying? Because I know that is a bad word. But to hear people keep doing it and don't try to correct themselves and then try to justify it. You know, I told Seville today when I interviewed them, he said, brother, I heard you use the word. I said, yeah, you heard me use it. How long ago was that, brother? You know?
Yeah.
How long ago was that? I know it's a bad word. You don't see me standing here trying to justify it. I said, yeah, I used it. And now I'm correcting myself. I'm taking a step to correct myself to get that out of me. Get that shit out of my damn diet. You know?
Yeah. No doubt.
You know, he's still trying to make excuses, not only him, but there's a lot of our brothers. And guess what, brother? This is the saddest thing, is that it's in the so-called conscious circuit. These brothers who claim consciousness, who claim themselves teachers, are using the word.
But Sayonetta, you never hear me use the term conscious community. Because I don't think these dudes are conscious. You understand? semi-conscious maybe. They understand that there's a problem, but they don't understand that they have become the problem. They holding their own self back. They stopping their own potential. They stunting their own growth. They are in their own way. All they got to do is get out their way. And there's nothing that we can't do, Brother Sarnetta. I mean, goddamn, the world is following us. They would follow us if we did the right thing too. You understand?
Yeah.
It's all about psychology, man.